Welcome to Crow and Klein, here today with a daily energetic check-in. I want to wish everyone the happiest, most amazing 2026. Happy New Year's Day and New Year's in general. There's a quote from a movie, a line in a movie. I don't know if you've ever seen The Long Kiss Goodnight with Gina Davis and Samuel L. Jackson. But there's a toast in the beginning that her boyfriend is giving at this Christmas party, and he says, may the worst of your yesterdays, wait, no, let me try that again. May the best of your yesterdays be the worst of your tomorrows. And I think that that is just an amazing thing to hear at the beginning of 2026, okay? 2025 was rough for a lot of people, a lot of us. There was a lot of struggle and hardship. And I'm really hoping for love and blessings and good juju and all those amazing things as we start out this beautiful year of 2026. So without further ado, I have the Dreamweaver's Oracle here, okay? And our card of focus is if the fox can't find his tail. Okay. This is a great card, by the way, right? Because look, it's like he's going through this portal, right? But there's still a piece of him left in the past, or on the other side of this portal, whatever it is. So quite interesting as we're moving from, I always say one realm to another, from one year to the next, from one leg of our journey to a new journey. We're coming into it with all this really good, fresh energy. So if the fox can't find his tail, what is this about? Okay, this is about digging deeper into your own authentic knowing, right? It's about avoiding compromise. Okay. So when the fox can't find his tail, it might be because he's chasing the wrong things, right? Looking in the wrong direction. One that might even be unnatural to him or her, right? The fox. So sometimes you might find yourself compromising to avoid conflict. And we do that, we walk on eggshells, we laugh at things sometimes when we're in a group that we aren't really funny, but we laugh because everybody else is laughing and we just don't want to ruffle feathers and that. So, but that's just a minor example of what I'm talking about. But if you're coming from a place of fear, it may work in the moment, but you may still lose something about yourself in that exchange. And when I say coming from a place of fear, that's, I mean that as, sometimes it's easier to just go with the flow of what's going on than to actually stand up for ourselves, right? Or say, hey, that's not right, or, walk away because that doesn't align with me. So, and this deep down, okay? Occasionally you just need to be reminded to stay true to your own inner knowing. And that's so you don't trade your truth in acquiescence, giving in to someone else's expectations or perceived dominance just to keep the peace. I really feel like 2026 is, we've all really been working hard at getting to that authentic core of ourselves, right? And I think that 2026 is when we stop working on it and we start presenting it, if you haven't already. Okay? 2025 was a real deep dive. Hi, buddy. Yes, I know, Bear. So, and this goes for following trends as well, okay? Just because everybody's appearing to do it, you do it just to fit in, right? You think it looks successful, but it's not sustainable. So it's really time to get clear on what your unique qualities are, right? What are you offering based on your values? And when you do this, it's automatically good for everyone around you. When we come from that place of authenticity, it's the best for everyone's highest good. So don't say less unless you really mean yes. If you say yes and you don't mean it, you're going to feel ungrounded, okay? And if you're clear that you don't have all the facts, it's okay to change your mind, but only do it if it's right for you, okay? Ask for more information so you can understand the situation better. Don't be defensive. Like, don't have defensive reactions to things. Don't assume. Always ask. Align with yourself. Stop chasing your tail. And it will help you become more grounded and gentle and empowered. Okay, so much good is impossible when you do this. And I'm so glad that this card came out right at the beginning of the year, right? We do need to get grounded. We need to get real grounded in our authenticity and how we share that. And we do need to share. I think this next year also is about sharing and communicating our knowledge and our information, right? Cultural exchanges, tradition, giving and receiving advice openly and freely, but also being very aware of manipulation and the smooth talkers, the ones who embellish the truth. And remember, just a gentle reminder, don't speak so much that you forget to listen, okay? Sharing is a two-way street. So I really love this card, right? Stepping into our authenticity, believing in ourselves, taking those first steps if you haven't already. I feel like a lot of us have sort of been like dipping the toe in the water, right, to check the temperature. And you guys, it is cannonball time. It is time to cannonball. All right, I have the Wandering Star. It seemed very, very appropriate for the beginning of the year. And before anything else, before we dig into this reading, I really want to thank you all so much for being here. I am so honored to be able to bring you these messages. I have so much excitement for 2026. I'm not going anywhere, okay? I'm going to be here. But I am going to tell you right now, normally I would do 2 readings today, but I'm going to do this one. All right, this is going to be more of an extended reading because it's New Year's Day, and this is a message I feel like needs to get out, okay? And then I'm going to go and do like a long, beautiful hike in nature, and then a long hot bath, and then I don't know. I'm going to do some things for myself today. So I wanted to give you a really special reading first, okay? Because you guys are really important to me, all right? All right, let's talk about this getting into our authentic self, okay? All right out of the gate, we have the Knight of Pentacles, prosperity, benefits, and investment. That's right. Invest in yourself, right? Investing in yourself. It is prosperous. It does bring in abundance. And pentacles are a very grounded, slow-moving energy. Okay, this is moving towards your freedom in the material world. You're doing it for you. Doing it for you. In your energy is the Page of Wands. I am loving this. Good news, communication. Now, the Page of Wands also takes the spark of an idea. Okay? It starts planning on this creative, juicy thing that you want to do. And this is beautiful. All we need then is to move forward with it. And then, of course, the Knight of Wands will take it and fan the flames of that. But this is really good news and communication coming in. So this is in your energy. Like, you're feeling really, really good about what's happening. Now, keep in mind, oh, isn't this funny? The Seven of Swords is all about theft, dishonesty. And it can be, we can do it to ourselves. It can come from others. Remember when we started this reading, I said, be careful of smooth talkers. Okay? Or people who talk too much and don't listen. All right, so this could be someone around you. We don't really know yet. And it could also sort of lend itself as a warning to stay honest with yourself, right? Be honest with yourself. The cats are kind of going crazy. I apologize for the noise. I think that was my trash can. Okay. All right. Let's see where we're going with this. Oh my goodness sakes. We're looking for something for that Knight of Pentacles. Let's get into that Knight of Pentacles. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles, yeah, brings us to the 2, which is all balance and harmony. And yeah, I mean, this is really what you're looking for in this coming year, is balance and harmony. With an emphasis, there's 2 pentacles there, with an emphasis on your stability and your foundation in the material world. Okay, so you are definitely remaining balanced in that, or working on it. Anyway, this is the nature of, right? So we want to stay balanced and in harmony while we're working towards this, you know, the benefits, the prosperity that the Knight of Pentacles is taking you to. All right. Beautiful. Hi, sweetie. I know. All right. In your energy is the 9 of Cups. This is joy and happiness, optimism. This is for you. Okay. The 9 of Cups is for you. It's that little bit of a breathing moment after walking towards the unknown. You know, from the 8 into the unknown before you reach the 10, which is happiness and contentment for everybody. This is your own personal wish fulfillment, emotional wish fulfillment. So you are in that energy. Oh, keep in mind the 3 of Swords. Okay, this is sorrow, heartbreak, and grief. Okay, so there is some stuff, right? We have the 7 of Swords over here with theft and dishonesty, right? And then we have the 3 of Swords, which is brokenhearted. I think because, and these are both of the mind as well. Swords are of the mind. And a lot of times with the 3, like our heartbreaks can become part of our narrative, right? And then that narrative, even though it may not be true, can be part of this dishonest speak that we have with ourselves. Now, as we stated before, this year, as you're staying in your authenticity, it might be wise to be careful of those around you. Okay, use your discernment. Okay, there might be some smooth talkers. Like, to me, this 7 of Swords represents a smooth talker coming around. Don't let that get to you. You know, you might have people not being so nice about you being in your authenticity. And to me, that means that you're laying some really good boundaries. Maybe you didn't have those boundaries before, but you've got them now, right? You're paying attention. You're aligning every little detail in your life with your highest good, okay? With the things that make your heart sing, with the things that don't squash your life, all right? This is where we're going. This is where we need to be. So, yeah, if it's time to, you can't, you know, maybe in the past, those types of people, these smooth talkers come in and change your mind and manipulate you into doing something different, you know, only for you later to find out that it wasn't even about you, right? Smooth talkers have a way of manipulating, and this happened, then your heart is broken. Yeah, you're aware though, like moving into this new realm, you are definitely aware of those people. This is just a gentle reminder, okay? Your energy is amazing. And a lot of times when we step into our authenticity, you guys, people are going to come out of the woodwork and they're going to come for you because you know what? You probably haven't had boundaries with them before. So stay strong, because I do believe something amazing is coming. And here we have the Ace of Cups, new beginnings, love, relationships. yeah, there's going to be, it's time to clean out the friend closet. It's time to clean out the acquaintance closet. It's time to clean out the closet. It's time to get rid of anything that is not in alignment with you. And when you do that, we have new beginnings, new relationships. So you're going to meet a whole new group of people. Maybe love, possibly love. Well, I mean, friends are love too. Okay. Relationships. Hello, darling. That's Jelly Bean. Come on. Come on, darling. You got to move off of there. Okay, I'll just hang on to her on my lap. Anyway, yeah. New beginnings. Love. So much love. Okay? All right, come on. There you go. I apologize for her. She may be back. She has... Here, let me show you really... Oh, no, she took it. She has a bungee cord that is her favorite toy right now. And when I don't throw it or fling it when she brings it to me, she gets really upset. Anyway, back to you and all of this loving stuff coming in. Yeah, she's a fetch cat. I slingshot that bungee cord across the room and she brings it back and she'll do it like all day long. Funny thing. All right, in your energy, look at you, the Emperor, law and order. Yeah, you know exactly. You've totally stepped into your authenticity already. So the only worry with this, like the fox when he can't find his tail, right, is you're going to have some people around you that are going to try to change your mind about something or manipulate you into something else. Okay, consider yourself warned. Okay, this does not need to happen. It does not need to happen. You are going to have such a beautiful, yeah, beautiful year is what I was going to say. Okay, keep in mind, you're strong. Your inner wellspring is full. Now, typically the strength card has the infinity symbol, right? So it's unending. This is your control over the lower vibrational emotions, right? This means that you're not going to overreact to this kind of stuff coming at you, where before you may have, right? It may have really bothered you that people could do that and be manipulative and dishonest to get what they want. You understand that now. You've been through enough, right? So you have this inner wellspring of courage and strength and control, and you're going to be okay. Like I said, this is just a warning here to watch out for those people. But something tells me that your spidey sense is going to tingle when they're around. You're going to know. You're going to know. This is beautiful. Yeah, you are definitely moving into a more stable time, a more grounded time, and it is going to bring in joy and happiness and love. And like I said, you have the Emperor in your energy, all right? The Emperor sits high on a throne above the lands, above his realm, her realm, his realm, whatever, change genders as needed. After mastering the four kings, there's a lot of maturity and wisdom here. This is unshakable. This is like having to make a decision about something and knowing what the answer is almost before the question even comes up. Like, that's how grounded and solid you are. Congratulations. This is the kind of energy I really wanted to see for you guys, for the collective, for 2026. There are beautiful things coming. Like, you are planting your feet. You are doing something amazing. We have the Fool card. You are definitely ready to jump. Leap away, my friends. Leap away. You are protected. You are protected. Yes, there are risks involved with the Fool, right? There's always some kind of risk, but she's not worried. She's smelling flowers. There's a lot of trust with this card, okay? And with the Six of Swords, yes, it's the card of moving on. You are definitely moving on. You are moving on. You're in a phase of discovery and exploration of something absolutely new. Now, that can also be in the physical world, but I think this is speaking of your internal world and really, getting back into the authenticity of you and making decisions and choices based on the authenticity of you. I think you're going to be doing some different kind of exploring within. Okay, maybe we've lost sight of what it is that we're really looking for. Okay, at some point, probably because of the smooth chakras over here. But guess what? You are back on track. You are back on track. It appears to be a lot of strength and confidence, maturity, wisdom, blessings, like this Ace of Cups, blessings. Yeah, you got this. You got this. All right, whoops. What was that? I say you got this, and here comes the Two of Wands, all right? This is the planning stage of building your world the way that you want to live it, the way that you want to see it. It is about partnerships as well, but also influence. This is your influence, yours on your world, not somebody else's, all right? This is you staying and moving towards whatever stokes the passion and fire in you, right? You are just, you're building, you're in the planning stages, you're about to do it. Leap. Leap, 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 leap. Devil. Okay, here's our attachments, right? Our temptations, our desires, fear. These are the things that you're going to let go of, right? And it's funny because this card is going to go over here and it's going to go right next to that 7 and 3 of Swords, right? The theft and dishonesty and the sorrow and the grief. So you know what it is that needs to go, right? When you align with yourself, when you align with your authentic self, and when you look at everything through that filter, you're already doing this. All right, so this isn't going to be hard for you to do. You're already doing it. You're already filtering things out. I mean, I kind of feel like the back half of 2025 was all about everyone putting this filter on and really like cleaning out the muck, like getting rid of the muck, mopping, cleaning. I don't know. Looking at things through the filter of authenticity is what I'm trying to say. You're already doing it. Already doing it. Yep. Ace of Wands, career beginnings and travel. This is the wakey eggs and bakey card, right? It's the bonk on the head. Time to wake up. It's your wake up call. There's something new here for you, right? You're already here with this Fool card. There is something new for you. We have the Creator coming out. Now, the Creator is kind of taking all, being able to handle all the chaos that's around. Look, there's a storm going on in the background, and she's holding on to the kitty, and there's lightning, but it's okay. It says no on this card, and the reason it says no is because you've reached the point where you're able to say no without feeling guilty, without being guilted, without feeling bad, without anything. You can say no without having to give an excuse. If there's something you don't want to do, you just say no. You don't have to explain yourself. I love the Creator card. Okay, because we are talking about you going into 2026 with some really, really strong boundaries, which you're already indicating in the cards that you're working on, okay? Excellent, excellent. All right, I do I do want to grab a couple of the Witch of the Forest here just to see if anything else wants to come out or if we're going to have any sort of confirmation about any of this. I just think this is beautiful, and I think that so many of us are there, and I know I keep repeating myself. You know, if you've watched my channel before, and I'm fairly new, it's only been about 6 months, but maybe 8, I can't remember. Anyway, then you know, I do repeat myself a lot. I don't want the message to get lost, you know, as we go through the cards, because as the cards unfold, the story unfolds, and sometimes the story changes, okay? Sometimes we'll get 3/4 of a way through a reading, and there's an aha moment. It's like, oh my gosh, this is what this is about, right? So, thank you for those of you who stay for that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right. Really? Yeah. Judgment. Assessing. You're assessing. You're awakening. This is a card of awakening. I hear that. I hear that. Oh, looky here. We have the 2 of Pentacles again. So we've got a double tap on balance and harmony. You are getting yourself balanced. I love it, love it, love it. We have the Queen of Swords coming out, right? The Queen's been through an awful lot. She's learned how to be logical, to use her mind and her thought processes, her critical thinking. She's earned the right to sit on this throne. Here's the cool thing. A lot of people say she's very, very cold, right? Every queen in the tarot has a nurturing aspect, and you can see hers here. Yes, she has that sword up because she can cut to the truth in a split second, right? But she still extends a hand to humanity. She still believes in humanity. Okay? She is a just and fair queen. Just don't take any BS to her. Okay? Because she'll see it coming a mile away. All right. Yeah. This is a milestone card. It's the 4 of Wands. A lot of people think it's a marriage card, which could be a milestone, marriage, graduation, an ending of a completion of something, right? Of something important or of importance to you. It's also a card of not just of union, but of freedom. It's a card of freedom. This is what you're working towards. You're working towards your freedom, right? All right, let's go ahead and get one more, because I feel like this is good. There's a good understanding. Oh yeah. 10 of Swords. Stepping into your authenticity is absolutely going to end this pain and suffering for you. Right? It's a lot of pain. A lot of suffering. You're done. You're done with this, right? Done, 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 done. All right. I know. I'm still drawn. I just want to see what's going on here. Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely going through a death and rebirth. You're done people pleasing. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't do nice things for people that you care about, right? We do. But this is about knowing when to say no. So you're shifting in that manner. You're setting boundaries, right? You're doing things for yourself now. This is your rebirth, right? Stepping into your true authentic self is your rebirth. Okay? Yeah, you're walking away from that. Good for you. Good for you. And yes, stepping into the known, unknown, possibly. But I love how this person is looking back at the moon, right? Now, the moon can represent kind of a mystical, magical intuition, dream work, that kind of thing. And so you know where you can go. You go within when you're walking into the unknown, right? There's no fear with this card. Please have gratitude for the things we leave behind. They meant something at some point, or they wouldn't have been in your life. So, and I mean they and them as situations, places, people, events, you know, parts of yourself, that kind of thing that you're walking away from. So, all right. That is your message for today. Thank you so much for being here. I absolutely appreciate each and every one of you. And blessings for this new year. All right. Like and subscribe. Share with your bestie if you feel like it. And I will see you next time.